Welcome to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Hey, welcome, immortals. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, that's right. It's good to see you guys here today. I started a little bit early. I know I'm a little bit early, but that's okay. I just felt called to go now. Welcome back, right? Welcome. It's been a couple of days. I wanted to go live yesterday, but I was so exhausted. I just could not. My body said no. My body said no. So it's good because it gave me some time to really rest, and then just kind of get to today's reading, which is very, very good. We have a fire signs reading. We're going to do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for April 1st all the way through April 3rd. I will timestamp everything, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want personal readings, go to jocelynlovely84@gmail.com. If you guys want to donate, Cash App, PayPal in the description box below. Okay, click on more. Jocelyn Lovely 888, and then you can also donate on YouTube. Okay, all right. Let's timestamp. I'm gonna use the anime tarot and then get into the reading. I feel like this reading is gonna take like 15 minutes. I can just feel it. We're gonna get started at the 1:30 mark. 1:30 for Aries. Okay. Aries, Aries, Aries. I'm getting for you guys. I got the Magician with Judgment. Now, the only reason I'm pulling these two cards out together because they look so pretty. This could be you. This person looks like they're in everyday life. They look like they're kind of asking for something here. It looks like you're asking. Gender does not matter, but you're asking God, your soul, higher self. You're asking for grace. You're asking for peace of mind. You're asking for tolerance. You're asking to be in the present moment, feeling, just grace, right? And serenity. And I feel like the only reason you're asking for this is because recently you've had a deeper sense of awakening. It's a deeper sense of integration. So you might have noticed your higher self feels like your body is so much more open energetically that it can easily integrate. Your soul will not integrate if you don't allow it. You allowed your soul to integrate is what I'm saying. So now that you've experienced what integration feels like again, because we all have our stages where we're integrating and then we're not. And I feel like because with the recent integration, you felt like this, you felt free. This is the Magician. This is the energy you want to be in. Why? Because when you're in this energy, you feel like anything is possible. You can make anything happen as long as it's within, your divine plan. The plan, the contracts that you signed up to do here in this lifetime. And I feel like this is you free. Look at this energy. This energy's gentle. It's loving. It's mothering. It's anything is possible energy. There's no limit. You know how with the body there's limitations, right? And yes, you are mortal, but it almost seems like what you've been missing is a little bit more integration. That's what you've been missing. So if you've been feeling off, if you've been feeling frustrated, irritable, tired, it's because you've needed that. And now that you've felt the integration, even through your dream state, your body needs to rest, so it escapes. The soul escapes to have some fun. It brings in some healing. It literally brings in everything that you need. And then once you wake up, it's like you feel a little bit more rested. It's allowing your oversoul to show you what it's like to be rested, how to rest, how to have more fun and be present. I wish I could say this in a more gentler way because this energy is so gentle. It's very abundant, it's pretty, it's feminine energy, it's the mothering energy. It's that energy of feeling worthy to explore, worthy to be, worthy of integration. It's that exact energy. And so now that you have it, you want more. You keep asking your higher self for more patience, more of it, more. You're in love. You're in love with that energy because you see what it does for you. It makes you feel more abundant, and then in turn, you create more abundance. You're creating your reality, and you're so in the present moment. You're in love with it. You're in love with what you're creating. You're in love with your path. You're in love with everything. But it's a state of being, right? Once you allow integration to come in. Now, just because you have integration come in, everybody knows it's not an everyday thing, right? It takes time, especially if you're overcoming some type of healing. I got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It almost seems like there's a version of you, a part of you that's afraid, because every time you step into this energy or allow this energy to come in, it changes you drastically. There's big changes that happen within you. And it just seems like the energy alone, it's harder for you to be like in a more isolated, in a more sarcastic or isolated mood, a more that it's like a type of a state of frequency. It's harder for you to be in this frequency if you entertain integration. The opening of the heart is harder for you, for the mind to perceive it. So the mind freaks out, right? And I feel like that's what it is. The mind is freaking out every time this happens, but you're allowing it. But I feel like the mind is what you're struggling with, to go from everyday life, doing things your way, taking control, to now allowing your higher self or your oversoul to come in and then just like take over. That, yeah, that requires a lot of faith and trust. And I feel like that you're trying to be okay with it. I feel like you're really trying. You really are. Congratulations, Aries. Hey, welcome, welcome. Hi, welcome to everybody that came in. Hey, welcome, Kenna. The Empress with the... It's good to see everybody, by the way. Hopefully you guys are doing good, doing well. This is what I'm saying. It's like, if this has been you, you're tired, overworked, putting in... You can make a lot happen in this energy. This is the King of Pentacles. You can make a lot of abundance. You, your own self, have brought in a lot of abundance. You've already done this for yourself. The only part about this is that when you rely solely on your own talents and abilities and your own will to make things happen, it can be very exhausting. It shouldn't be that hard. You shouldn't have to work that hard to make things happen, and I feel like you're understanding that. So you're willing to give your way up and allowing this version of you to come in, because this is essentially you as well. But this is a more loving, mothering, gentle energy. This is a very gentle... Look at the difference between these energies. Yes, this is a King of Pentacles, but this is an Empress. This energy that you're tapping into has way more abundance, because this one still works, but it's easier. Look how gentle this energy is. It doesn't require you to do much at this stage, because you've already done enough. You've already done enough. What more do you need to do? Besides, you know, it's like everything you've worked towards, there's results already, right? So at this point, all you need to do is maintenance. You're not really starting something completely new. Do you see what I'm saying? You're using all your experiences, and then you're adding on to it. But at this stage, you don't need to work so hard. It should be, at this point, it's going to be easier, is what I'm saying. Not that it should be, it will be, if you allow this energy to come out. Because this energy is going to be fun. It's mothering, it's gentle, it's the energy you want to really be in. But remember, in order for you to have this beautiful, mothering, loving energy, if you were healing through like a mother wound, let's say you grew up with a mother that was the complete opposite of this energy, it's hard for you to understand what it is to really experience a mother loving energy, right? You would have to experience this energy through yourself, through God. And I feel like now you're allowing this energy to come in. right? So if you're working through a mother wound or didn't have a great example of a mom, through God, you're learning what that is. And I feel like now that you're having that energy within, you feel worthy to have that type of energy around you at all times. Maybe the mother you grew up with didn't make you feel worthy, right? And so I feel like that's the point. You're healing that energy, or you're fixing that wound that is ultimately guiding you to be in a mothering energy for yourself, right? Parenting yourself is what people call it, I guess. All right. Queen of Cups. Yeah. This is the energy that you are worthy of to experience, whether that's through you, through the divine, people, but it really starts with you. And I feel like this is really what you've been craving, and you're going to get that. Justice is due. You're due for this, right? Which is experiencing life in a very gentle, loving way. I feel like somebody was deprived of that. Or maybe you're at a stage in your life where you're deepening that connection with the feminine energy. Hey, welcome to everybody that joined our live. Let's see, anything else before we transition into Leo? Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. You're healing a mother wound, a feminine. It's affecting the feminine energy. It has been. So if you slow down, if you realize that you need to slow down, or your body's been begging you for more mercy, more to slow down, you're gonna give your body exactly what it needs. You know how to parent yourself. You know how to love yourself. If you doubt yourself, just ask the divine to help you with it. But I feel like you already have a loving, mothering energy that you can tap into. But I don't think you've used it on yourself. You could have used it on others. You could have been like a healer, like a person who heals people, helps people, listens to people. You could have been a great mother energy yourself, right, towards others. But I feel like this time you're doing it for yourself. It's okay to be like this for others, a mothering, loving energy for others, but what about you? What about you? You can also be the source and a guiding force and inspiration for yourself while you're going through difficult times. I keep getting the stars at night. There's something I'm missing. There's some, oh, yeah, because this reminds me of Cancer energy, right? The moon, Cancer, mothering, mother energy. You're the great mother. You've always been. Now I'm getting the High Priestess. Yeah, it's just been hiding. You've hidden your own feminine energy from yourself. Why? Okay, I'm getting, for some of you guys, you had to hide this loving, mothering energy because somebody else, this could have been your mom, they did not allow you, they didn't want to see that. Maybe you were better, you have your feminine energy versus this person's feminine energy was too much for them. It's like you couldn't shine because it's a star. I feel like whoever, it's like a jealousy, maternal jealousy energy. This could be a man too, and your mother could have been jealous of you. Your mother could have set high expectations and didn't want you to have this beautiful feminine energy around because it was a threat to the establishment. It was a threat to the mother energy. So I feel like you were forced to hide that energy, even from yourself. Here you are looking for it. At night, I feel like this is, the subconscious has been trying to lure you back over here to this energy to retrieve it. But I feel like you've just felt lost without it, or you maybe didn't feel worthy of it, don't know how to tap into it, and now you're tapping into it. It's just different because maybe you've operated out of like a pure fire energy, willful energy, Aries, but it's like going from willful, ecstatic, beautiful energy to this, the great mother energy, gentle, loving, patience, giving of service, not demanding anything in return. It's like it's a different energy. You know how to tap into it. And this is the season where you're going to do that. It's surprising because we're in Aries. Aries is in Aries, and this is what you need. It's water. It's that water energy. Surprisingly, it isn't going to take away from what you already have, because this beautiful, willful inner child wanting to go and face the world and be social and loving, this energy doesn't go away. If anything, it's going to add to it. You just have to trust that this is going to happen for you. I feel like somebody's afraid that if you become softer or allow this great mother energy to come in, the edgy version of you is not going to be around. The defiant version, the rebellious version of you isn't going to be around, is not going to be around, but that's what the rebellious version of you needs. The rebellious inner child, that version of you, that shadowy version of you needs that great mother energy to soothe it. It doesn't go away, it soothes it. And I think you were taught as a little kid that that it needs to go away, or that it will go away. I don't know, you were taught something completely off. So now it's like reprogramming your mind, or reprogramming your heart, your mind, that it's different. That is a lie. Whatever you were taught was a lie. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it at that, Aries. That was beautiful. That's exactly what wanted to come out. You will not go away. You will not vanish, okay? The great mother is going to soothe you. Then you become more tame. But you're still there. It's just you don't need to go and willfully acquire anything, willfully prove anything. Because the great mother within you heals you, and you're heard. But now your curiosity is still, the curious version of you is still going to go out there and explore. Aries is never going to stop being Aries, but you're going to be happier. Who doesn't want to be happier? All right, that was for my Aries. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Oh my God, I love this reading. I learned so much from this reading. All right, next reading is going to be Leo. For you guys, I'm going to use the anime with the Black Moon Astrology cards, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to reshuffle this, I don't know. There's a Nine of Pentacles. Cups. Gonna timestamp this. Leo, 1859, 1859. Okay. I have the Nine of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. I'm getting your remember. This is like memory. This reminds me of the memory bank within the Akashic records. Nine of Pentacles, self-made, right? It's like you've gotten to a point in your life where you're so powerful. You're so strong of the mind and of the heart and of the spirit. The Trinity, right? 333. You've just become so powerful in nature, right? Just as you are. That you've come to a point in your life where you're powerful enough or strong enough to deal with like an 8 of Cups energy. This reminds me of memories. There's certain memories that are coming up for you because you can handle them now, Leo. This is the 8 of Cups, and I feel like some of you guys are remembering things that remind you of betrayal. So you could have been betrayed. Somebody could have lied to you their whole life. What is that word? Not manipulated. Gaslight. They could have, lied to you. Made you perceive something that isn't true, or kind of told you that your intuition was wrong. They could have played it off as if you were the one that's wrong. But this whole time you kind of had a feeling that that was not true, but you chose to doubt yourself. Because if there's no real proof, people dismiss what their intuition tells them all the time. And I feel like now that you've chosen to really listen to yourself, and you're choosing yourself and what you know, what you're remembering, it's calling into question all the lies this person, people have told you. And it's making you see these people for who they really are. Because although this talks about dishonesty, deception, lies, cutthroat energy, backstabbing energy, they've always been this person. You've known it to a certain degree, but you were too close to it to realize it, or you didn't want to realize it. Now you're strong enough to realize, to allow these memories or this truth to be revealed to you so that you can act accordingly. You have nothing to lose now. It's time to see the truth, and you've seen it. Now that you've seen it, what do you do? I'm going to pull from the Luna L. I wanted to use the Black Moon Astrology cards, but we're going to use the Luna L. I don't know why I'm being drawn to use it. You know this energy, that's why. There's a lot of love for this energy. There's a lot of love in this energy. So because you love this energy or this person or these beings so much, I don't want to say this because I want this to be the message to come out as positive as possible, as loving as possible. But the truth is the truth, right? Because you love this energy, these people so much, this could be family members, somebody that you've known your whole life, your friends, your cousins, somebody that you've known, even a significant other, a husband, wife, whatever. Because you have so much love for them, I think you chose to lie to yourself about this because you didn't want to see them for who they really were. And now I'm saying this in the most non-judgmental way because I think we all do this to a certain degree, especially if it's people that we love. Sometimes we don't want to see the truth. And I think with the Two of Swords is not wanting to see who these people really are, who they've really been. We want them to be loyal. We want them to be the best version of themselves because we are our best version of ourselves. But then really seeing them that they're not. Just because you're loyal doesn't mean they are, even if you want them to be. Just because you care and you put these people above yourself does not mean that they'll do that for you. And I think this season you learn that. They are not your friends. They are not your family. They are not whatever. They are not for you, is what I'm getting. I think a part of you will feel a little bit of hatred towards self because you allowed this person or these people, to kind of inflict damage into you. It could have been emotional, spiritual, physical, even sexual, okay? I don't know how far this goes, but I feel like you allowed this person to harm you in ways, and therefore I feel like you're blaming yourself for it, but I don't think that's, if you blame yourself, okay, I can get that, but at this point it's like you're getting away. You're getting away. Do you see what I'm saying? And maybe this is the only type of love you did know at the time. This is the only type of love maybe you wanted to settle for, because it for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. But you know now that you love yourself enough to get away from this energy, because this is a self-inflicting energy. This is hate. This energy is, these people hate you. They always have. They're cutthroat. They put themselves above you. They could be controlling you, manipulating you. They could be liars. They could be thieves. They could be stealing from you. They could be using you. It doesn't matter. You know, right? But when you entertain this or allow this energy into your life, it's showing hate, right? Towards self. And I feel like that's what makes you more upset, that you chose to allow this energy to come and hurt you the way it did. But you know what? Like I said, some people are not taught how to love or be loved in healthier ways, okay? This is very true. It happens to many people, millions of people. My point here is that you're strong enough to know to do better for yourself, because you love yourself now. You've always have loved yourself. I just think sometimes we choose to love people that cannot love us back. And I think that's part of somebody's blueprint here, okay? And there's no shame in that. We all have lessons to learn, and this was one of them for you, okay? We learn. That's how we learn. How else are we going to learn? Seriously, how else are we going to learn? You're doing a fantastic job moving away from that energy, because you're going from a Two of Swords, which is not being able to see, choosing to hear the lies, right? Not to see the truth. And then going from that Two of Swords to the Two of Cups. That's love for self. You love yourself enough to part ways with people that you could have known your whole fucking life, which is why I said you were too close to them to see them for who they really were. And now you chose you. Good for you. Somebody's going to be grieving and sad and crying. And just because you physically removed yourself or are removing yourself from these people, does not mean, you know, that you're going to be okay after, right? I mean, you could cry for a bit. If you've known these people for 20, 25 years, 30 years, even 5 years, that's going to hurt. But you're making room for people who actually could love you. There's people who could actually love you, really show you love and loyalty and the type of love you've always wanted. But in order for you to receive that, you need to get rid of what isn't a vibration of love. And you're doing that if you haven't already. But I'm getting, whoever this is, you're reflecting. You're reflecting on how much these people affected you, or you let these people affect you. You allow this Ace of Truth to come in and do what it's supposed to do. Cut people that are not meant to be in your life, but it also shows you where your loyalty truly lies. It's within you. The minute you cut these people out, or if you did already cut them out, you showed loyalty to yourself. And you're worthy of that. No matter how painful this is, because showing loyalty to yourself means you have to cut these people out. And you love them. To sit here and say you don't love them, that's a lie. But you love yourself more. Woohoo! You love yourself more. Gotta card that. Flip over. It's funny because whoever you left behind, you didn't even tell them. You could have been like, all right, cool. And then you just closed off, like you cut them off. You could be walking right past them and like pretend they don't even exist. Like you're cold like that. You're cold like that, Leo. This season you're cold like that. You know how Leos are. They can get prideful if you disrespect them. They will not show respect to anybody that does not show them respect. And I feel like whoever these people are, they have never showed you respect. And you just got fed up with it. And now these people could be sitting there, you know, acting like they don't know, or it was what you're mad at is minor, but that's even more of a reason to keep away from them, because these people will not go unnoticed. You know who they really are. They could go about again as deceivers, acting like they are not, they are somebody else, but no, you know who they are. These people are, these are the type of people that are led by their own demons and their own self-interest, but to the max. We're all led through our self-interest to a certain degree, but these people, they're only loyal to their own needs, their addictions or whatever. Okay, these are not good people in your life. I think you know that. Yeah. So what you finna do? You finna bounce, baby, bounce. You gotta move on. This is you choosing yourself, and you gotta move on. And you do. You're doing it physically, mentally, emotionally, but spiritually, it's that connection. You're still working through that, but that's okay. Congratulations. You did the hardest thing, was to physically remove yourself from that situation. And if you're still trying to consider whether you should or should not, you already know. You already know. You already know. I just don't see you going through another I don't see you going through another cycle with these people, another karmic cycle. I don't see it. I don't see it for you. Yeah. This reminds me of home, an old way of being, home being destroyed, completely destroyed, or you leaving it behind, either way. Yeah, you got exposed to the truth, and therefore you caused yourself to move on. You caused the tower, or the tower came in, and you just didn't even fight it. You saw it for what it was. The truth was revealed to you. It's time to go. Or maybe it was them. They got exposed. Either way, I think that these people have been getting exposed, but you just didn't want to see it. Now you saw it. You can't unsee it. It's just too much at this point. You've been tolerating this abuse for what it seems like a long time. Nine of Pentacles. Again. Yeah. You're on your own, but remember, not forever. This time alone is to strengthen your bond with self, make you stronger, make you have more boundaries, more like assurance in self, and it teaches you to choose yourself at all times, right? Choose yourself. Now, again, I'm not saying don't be of service to people, don't go out there and help people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying don't ever put anybody above yourself, ever. This is between you and God, and your relationship to yourself. It's strengthening right now. So give it a couple of months. When the divine decides you're ready, it brings in new people that are a reflection of how much you care for yourself and love yourself. Okay? All right. Anything else, Leo? Anything else before we... how did this is not even from this deck. This is a different deck. Okay, well, the Ace of Swords needed to come out. Anything else from my Leo before we move on? Hey, givers, takers. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the reading. Anybody contemplating leaving? Do it now. I just don't see you going back. I really don't. You know too much now. I feel like you would hate yourself if you allow these people back into your life. You don't hate yourself that much, is what I'm saying. You don't. You don't hate yourself anymore. You don't. Queen of Cups. You can't. You can't do that to yourself. I just don't see that. Queen of Cups with the Death card. Yeah. Again, please don't judge yourself. We're all here to learn very painful lessons at times. And this was just yours. We all have a painful lesson to learn. This one was yours. It hit too close to home is what I'm getting. It hits too close to home. If you think no one understands, we understand. But the only difference between you and other people, if there is any, from the millions of people that experience the same thing you do, is that you got out. I pray the next person also got out too. but we don't know. People could go lifetimes into the same energy again and again and again and never getting it. But you got it. Thank the lucky stars you did. You chose to get it. Instead of having to redo this all over again in the next lifetime, you're just doing it now. Good for you. Queen of Cups, yeah. The healing. You're healing something from your past, man. You're healing something from your past. This isn't just like a relationship, or this is deep. It's like a spiritual contract. This is a spiritual contract that you've known in this lifetime, maybe other lifetimes. Like this has followed you for a very long time, okay? I'm getting centuries, other lifetimes. You've carried this plague or this addiction or this codependency or whatever this is to these type of energies, because it could be a parent or siblings, or it could be, you know, friends, it could be a cousin, it could be a significant other, but it's really an energy, right? These people are energies of what you've been drawn to or attached to for lifetimes, and you heal it this lifetime. Okay, hopefully that made sense. All right, that was for my Leos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Saggies. All right, Saggies. Let's use the Luna L. Ooh. I'm going to pull out one more card, because this energy is intense. Whoa. I don't know who is who in this reading. This reading is very, very powerful. It's like I'm getting a headache. Hold on. Let me timestamp and we'll get into this, okay? It's a juicy story. 3721. Okay. I feel like this is you, Empress. You see the intensity in this person's eyes. It doesn't matter, female, male, gender does not matter. This is an energy. This is you. Like the greatest version of yourself is watching you. It's been watching you struggle. It's watching you get out of like a difficult situation. It's watching you just grow up. This is you. And it's like going back in time. It's been watching you. It's like I'm getting, this is a different version of you. This is the higher version of you. I'm speaking through your higher version. Watching you struggle. Watching you overcome shit that that could have destroyed you. It did destroy you. It watched you get up after getting beaten down time and time and time again. It watched you struggle so much and give up faith and hope on your own journey at times, and it somehow still was watching you and patient and understood that when you were in this energy, this is a closed off, hurt energy. You didn't want anything to do with higher self. This is an energy of being hurt and struggling throughout the years. And even then, when you were at your most closed off, your higher self, higher version of you never stopped believing in you, even when you gave up on yourself. It couldn't. Even when you swore off your path, even when you swore off faith and hope and God and whatever, it never gave up, because it always knew, it always knew that you'd come around. You just needed time to grow, to digest, to understand, to perceive the lecture, receive the information, sit with it, cry with it, heal with it, and then you'd come around. Do you know the level of patience and assurance this one had to provide? Even leaving you alone, but just watching you while you struggle. Do you know how it's always been there? It's always been by your side. It didn't have another option. What was it going to do? What was your soul going to do? Abandon you? No. You could have felt abandoned because of the life circumstances, but your higher self, it never abandoned you. You always knew that too. Which is why I feel it could have been ego energy, Sagittarius, but remember, I mean that in the best way possible. There's parts of you that felt more hate towards yourself because this energy was so loving and so beautiful, and it just wants, this loving higher version of you wants you to accept it. And you could hate yourself because you are not trusting enough to let this energy in. Oh, I don't want you to hate yourself. I just think you feel unworthy of it. You're just hurt. You're human, and you've been through a lot that makes you sad and want to give up. But it's not your fault. You still overcame, and you're still here on the journey. You're still here. But I feel like this energy makes you hate it more, because you feel so misunderstood and so lost. And I think you blame yourself for not being able to trust and be open to this energy. But remember, you're the one that dealt with this pain. This energy did not. This energy is all about integration after you've went through what you've been through, right? You're the one that dealt with the pain. And so this one understands that. Your higher self understands you're the one that has to carry the karmic lessons and endure them in everything that comes in this mortal world. So how could you hate yourself for not being open for this one? Like this being, and I know it doesn't hate you, but it's like you blame yourself for not being able to trust this energy, but it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You just had a hard. It almost sounds like someone's dying here. Someone feels like they're dying or running out of time, or they've wasted time. No, you didn't waste time. I feel like you're feeling that way though. You feel like a failure for not doing it fast enough, or you feel like you should have known better, but that's the ego. It's not. It's your emotions. You're allowed to feel that like that, but I'm saying, like, I think all it really is, it's judgment, because once you really cry, that's when you feel empathy. I think what you need is to release this judgment so that you can cry and then feel empathy. Because the divine feels empathy and understanding for what you've been through, what you're going through. So it just wants you to feel the same. What you need is understanding, compassion. That's what you really want. And the only way to do that is to cry. 8 of Cups, this you're dying because you need a cleanse. You need water. You need water. Go take a bath, go cry. That's what you're going to need to help you really heal. Anything else? I feel like you feel like an outcast. What you need is forgiveness. The reason you feel so separate and in conflict with self, and your shadow feels so out of like touch with love, you're missing love, right? You're missing forgiveness. Absolution is what you need. You need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. You don't even need to forgive, just accept that this is what it is. And once you do, it's like you don't hold on to the past anymore. You're not going to keep holding on to the past. There's no need to, because you're in the present. That's what you're fighting. You're fighting yourself, your regrets, your burdens, not wanting to let go. What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? I feel like it makes you feel better, or it's your form of justice. Oh, it's your form of justice to hold on to this. I'm getting somebody who likes to, it's like self-inflicting wounding. It's self-inflicting wounding. You think you're worthy of pain, or you're not worthy to forgive yourself. It's something like that. I just think you're processing it all right now, okay? These are feelings. A lot of people feel like that certain times in their lives, and I think you're dealing with it now, but that's okay. We're working through this energy, and I think what you really need is absolution, forgiving yourself. That's what you need, to forgive yourself. Yeah. You have to. How can you go around hating yourself, or inflicting pain, or holding on to burdens because you think you fucked up? That's not a way to live. That's not being kind to yourself. That hurts. And you deserve better. You deserve better from yourself. If not from, if that's all you've ever learned, still, you deserve better. If not from others, but from yourself. You deserve to be good to yourself. You deserve to forgive yourself. You deserve to be happy. You deserve it. Okay? I have to say that again and again till you get it. It has to seep in. I feel like that's your higher self has been trying to tell you that this whole time. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. But you don't, even if you don't want to hear it or you don't want to believe it, you do. This narrative's going to go away. Just keep letting higher self in. And I'm telling you, it's going to show you how to love yourself, forgive yourself, be good to yourself in ways that you've never learned before. Okay, sometimes humanity doesn't teach you how to love yourself. Sometimes it's your own higher self. And that's a hard, bitter pill to swallow. Because if all we're ever taught is to hate ourselves, how are we supposed to entrust our higher self to teach us otherwise? It's going to be hard. We're not going to feel worthy to even go down that path or that journey. When all life has ever taught us is the opposite. Hate and pain and guilt and all of that. But you're ready. You're ready for better. You're worthy of it. You deserve it. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, 8 of Swords. Yeah. Your most valuable possession is the heart. Do you feel good? Your heart. If you don't feel good yet, you will. But what actions or what steps do we need to take to make us feel better? So we could feel good and valuable and worthy. Let's take those steps. Okay? Anything else? Becoming willing. Become willing to make the amends to self. Once you become willing, make the amends. Write it. And then make a living oath, like a living amends to yourself, that you're going to treat yourself with nothing but love and respect as best as you can. You're going to be kinder to yourself. You're going to be listen to your body. You're going to listen to your inner child. You're going to be good to yourself. You're going to journal. You're going to do things that are healthy for you. You're going to learn to love yourself whole. This is a lifelong process, but I'm telling you, once you commit, make this a living amends, I'm telling you, a year from now, you're going to be surprised. You're going to be shocked that you ever lived any other way but this way. 9 is self-made. Self-made, hardworking, a promising, abundant future. How can you have any of that without loving yourself first? It starts with forgiveness and treating yourself, making a vow to treat yourself well for the rest of your life, even if you don't believe it, act as if. Pledge allegiance to yourself and watch what happens a year from now. Some of you guys may have been forgiving yourself throughout this lifetime, and every step, every layer, hidden layer that you go through, you realize there's more forgiving to do. That's normal. You've just been through a lot. Yep. Starts with an ace, right? It's a new goal. It's a new thing. It's a lifestyle change, right? Something new. With a promising future of how well you're going to be to yourself, how good you're going to be to yourself a year, 2 years, 3 years from now. You're going to be surprised. But it starts today. Okay? All right, that was for my Saggies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Hopefully you guys resonated with this. Hopefully you found some type of peace and light and love with this reading. Yeah. If you guys have any comments or want to share your thoughts on the reading, you can. You can drop it on the comments down below. If you guys want questions answered, we can transition into playtime, but you will have to donate in order for me to give you a reading. I don't give free readings anymore, okay? How's everybody doing today? Playtime 52:50. I feel good. I have the craziest story, y'all. So I've been kind of sitting still with higher self, allowing integration to come in at a deeper, we all have that like wanting to integrate a little bit more energy, and I feel like I keep asking, like, what am I meant to do career-wise, transitioning into something deeper, right? Because I love tarot, but I see myself doing a little bit something a little bit more, right? And I just have been getting this urge or feeling of like doing something with the supernatural energies, right? I don't know, something told me like maybe I something I've always had a fascination with would be like exorcisms. Yeah, exorcisms. I don't know, I've always had an inkling of it, or thought like, man, I think I've done this in other lifetimes, Oh, Jesus was known to do that, cast out demons and stuff like that through the church. And I'm like, well, I know I've done it in other lifetimes. I've done that service. And to me, it's like, to be able to do it in this lifetime would be an honor. Am I a little worried? Yes, because of my mental health. I have mental health issues. So I kept telling God, if this is what I'm meant to do later down in my life, connect me with it. If it's meant to be, if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. And so this week I was studying to see, like, should I get ordained? Should I go through the ministry to like get licensed, or whatever, certified or should I just do it on my own? I don't know. And then the divine brought me into contact with a lady who I was actually possessed. I don't even know how to explain the story to y'all. Like, I swear to God, this actually happened this week. Okay, which is why I wasn't able to upload or anything. This girl was brought to me, and I knew I saw it. Like, you know when someone's possessed. This girl had demons latched on within her, integrated within her, and I was like, oh my God, like, I sat and talked with her, and she told me exactly what I knew. Like, I knew, I was like, this girl must have invited this entity within her. So I just, I'm not experienced in that area yet. So I just did everything that I could on my end that I knew to help the situation. So now, right now, I'm dealing with that. And I think this is going to be a smooth transition into what my next phase of my life is going to be. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I just felt like it. So we'll see how that's going to work out with the tarot, or maybe I might start my own channel where I talk about this stuff too. I don't know. I don't know. We might have to do that, but I'm definitely excited about my next phase or chapter in life. If this, as service, this would be considered service. I don't think people get paid to do this, but yeah. So I think that's it. Um, yeah. Any questions? Anything before we wrap up? Thank you to those that stayed and they're catching up with me today. Um, yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for sharing with me. Thank you for staying here with me. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday, I will channel again. I'm going to try to do 3 to 4 days a week, depending on what I have going on, right? But yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys. Take good care of yourselves. April Fools. Happy April Fools. And then yeah, we'll see what's in store for us next. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.